ado, and before we get into this video, I want to give a massive shout out to Prestige Pythons. I absolutely love this t-shirt. Look, we've got the Union Jack there, we've got a king crown there. For some reason, maybe they're trying to say something on King of the UK. And we've got something awesome on the back as well. So hopefully you guys could see that, because I can't see it. But anyway, massive thank you to Prestige Pythons for sending me this t-shirt. Absolutely love it. It is my favourite t-shirt so far. So let's get into this. So as you've probably seen by the title, there are a few things going to change, and I am going to start doing Patreon. And the reason for this, when I first heard about people doing Patreon, the way it was put across was that they were going to be selling information. Okay, now for me, I believe information should be free. However, there is certain aspects that I've come across recently that I've been asked about that I cannot post on YouTube or Instagram because of it being such open platforms. And what we've got to understand as a reptile community is that there are things that we can't discuss out in public, because people get the, you know, if the wrong people like the animal rights get the information, they would use it against us. So we have to be very careful with what we do. So what I want to do is create a platform, a community where we can all get together, we can all discuss stuff and not be afraid to ask simple questions. Now, this also has come off the back of a couple of things, the reason why I want to start this. And one of those is because on average, I probably get about 10 messages on average a day from various different people around the world, and you know, whether it be emails, DMs, Instagram, you know, messages on YouTube. I get messages all the time, and I'll guarantee you every day I get a message that says something along the lines, Gav, hope you're all well. I wanted to ask this question on the Facebook group that I'm in, but I'm scared I will get slated. Or I'll get something like, hi Gav, I've asked this question on Facebook and all they've done is bully me and attack me. I'm sick and tired of Facebook being the platform for bullies and keyboard warriors, people who know it all. And you guys know, who follow me and support me, know that I've never been on Facebook, I've never needed Facebook, and I think and I believe that I'm quite successful at what I do. I use YouTube and I use Instagram. Now, within this platform, I'm going to discuss and talk about photography, I'm going to talk about videography, you know, how I edit my videos, you know, my pictures, how I've built my Instagram. And you know, I've never brought followers, I've never brought subscribers, I've just worked damn hard to build what I've got. As I say, I've started from the bottom. Okay, so there's a lot of things, like I see people post pictures and the snake doesn't look very good. Maybe the angle is wrong, maybe the lighting's poor, you know, that snake probably doesn't look its best, and it's hard for people to gain followers or maybe get recognized for the work they do, because the pictures don't do that snake justice, and we all know quality shines through. So with that said, within the Patreon that I want to set up, there's going to be stuff like photography, videography. I'm going to release as well within that stuff like pictures. So for example, when I cut a clutch, you guys on YouTube may not see it for 3 or 4 or 5 days, because I have to take that video, I have to edit it, and then I have to kind of work out with my schedule, you know, when to upload the video. There's what I want to do is I want to give people who support me, I want to give them the option to see what I'm hatching. So there's going to be exclusive photos, exclusive videos to the Patreon page itself, and also I will still release those videos onto YouTube. Nothing will change with YouTube, nothing will change with Instagram. It'll stay the same. It's just that the people who are supporting me on Patreon will get to see it first. The other thing I want to do on there is also give people the opportunity to the access to the hatchling records. And what I mean by that is tell you guys my pairings, tell you what I've got in the incubator, and tell you what I've hatched, as opposed to waiting on Instagram or waiting on YouTube. Normally when I post a video on YouTube, the babies get snapped up. I mean, that night I post a video, my phone blows up, and I pretty much sell everything in the clutch. A lot of people who haven't hit the notification bell or are maybe not on YouTube but they still support me or follow me on Instagram do miss out on a lot. So what I also want to do is give the opportunity for people who are on the Patreon to obviously have that kind of first access, if you like, to those babies. And the other thing is, with the clutch records that I want to do is, if you're interested in a particular clutch, you can put your name next to that clutch and obviously say you are interested in potentially one of those babies. The one thing at the moment I don't have is a waiting list, because I find waiting lists are very hard to manage. Where if it was on the Patreon, it'd be a lot easier to manage and I'd be able to keep track, because there's only so many people on that Patreon that I'll be able to see and sort of talk to and discuss things with. So there's loads of reasons why I want to do the Patreon, and it's not for money. I've looked at other platforms that I could use where people don't donate money or don't subscribe, let's say, to a monthly fee. But they just wouldn't work. I either can't upload videos, or I can't do live streams, or I can't do pictures, or there's something wrong with the other platforms I've looked into. So within the Patreon there will be a community chat, and there'll also be stuff like live streams. So what I hope to do is I hope to live stream egg cutting videos in the future, show you guys the progress on the new HQ, because at the moment this is just a part-time HQ. Show you the once and only, the one and only, let's say, HQ, and I want to share that with you guys, the people that support me and help me and, you know, want good out this hobby. The other thing with this Patreon is, out in the real world there is a lot of salesmen, there's a lot of people who want to sell the dream, there's a lot of people who sell bad animals, who flip animals, who, you know, believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there who deal in fake money to buy animals, and there's all sorts. I want to eliminate that with this platform. So within this platform I want people, let's say if there's someone on the Patreon who specialises in exantics, well, that's brilliant, fantastic, because I will allow you to promote yourself and help you move yourself with the sales and help with your animals, etc., etc. So it's kind of like everyone's kind of scratching each other's back, if that makes sense. So with the Patreon there is 4 levels, 4 tiers. There may be more. I believe I've priced them fairly. I believe I've done it on a fair basis. And I've had loads of people want to send me money for my time and the help I've given, and I've rejected it, but I've still ended up sending me money anyway. So as well with the other bits and pieces, I'm also going to help you guys build your morph market. I'm going to help you build your Instagram, and if you have a YouTube channel, obviously help you guys with your YouTube channel. Now YouTube, you don't have to do YouTube to be successful, but I do believe Instagram is a must, and there's a lot of people out there who don't quite know how to use Instagram, or even how to take a good picture of a quality snake to show people out there, to expose yourself to the world with the quality of animals you produce. So I want to help people with that and become better, responsible breeders. The platform as well isn't aimed at, you know, new people coming into the hobby. It's aimed at everyone. It's aimed at the experienced, it's aimed at the intermediates, and it's aimed at the beginners. You know, there's something from there that everyone can take. And believe me, guys, I don't know it all. Okay, I cannot tell you it all. I am still learning every season, every day I am learning. And I still make mistakes. But what I want to do is be able to show you guys with certain taboo topics, like, you know, if you breed a male too much, he will die. Or if you have an issue with a female, you know, what the possibility, you know, if she dies, why she died, you know, why has this happened, why has that happened. It's very difficult sometimes to get that on YouTube, because it will or can get taken down if it's reported as being offensive or animal cruelty, let's say. But when you're a reptile breeder, or when you're a hobbyist breeder, you kind of know that there's things in the background that doesn't get put out there, because it can land us in a pile of stinky stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that we're cruel to animals, it's just that we have to do the best for our animals. But like, for example, I got asked to do a video on how to cull rodents. It's not something I want to put on YouTube really, but if we had a private platform where people could come and see and learn, fantastic. You know, I'll also do stuff on there on breeding rodents and helpful tips and tricks. Again, I'm not the expert rodent breeder, but I do advise, if you do have a colony of, if you do breed snakes, then you will need a colony of rodents. Just a little colony, nothing major. You haven't got to go big scale, but you will need them for the babies. So there's little things that I want to share with you guys that I feel that I can't simply put on YouTube. You know, Instagram is a fantastic platform. It's very positive, you know, and I think it's absolutely amazing. But the one thing I won't accept, and the one thing I will stop, if anyone comes onto this platform and they're talking to other people, or they're talking down to other people, or it comes across as if they're bullying, then I will kick them out. I don't care how much they're paying, I will kick them out, because that's not what this platform's about. This platform is going to be a helpful platform, it's going to be a supportive platform, and I want it to be that people can come and just spend time. You know, I'm going to, obviously there's going to be also things with, you know, helping to ID certain snakes. If you guys have hatched a clutch and you're unsure, then you can get onto the community page and ask the question, post your own pictures, you know, all that sort of things. So basically what we'll do is we'll create a little community, which, with all due respect, everyone that seems to follow me on YouTube and Instagram are fantastic, and I know you guys go onto Facebook, you ask a question and you absolutely get slated, or you're scared to ask that question, and that's a shame, because most of the people who are slating you don't really have a clue themselves, and I just feel it's, you know, it's a bad place to be. I want the new people getting into the hobby to understand the good and the bad, what they're getting into, and obviously, you know, I want to help you guys not go out and sporadically buy or impulse buy snakes that you don't need. So also within the Patreon, I've also decided to do help with projects and breeding plans. So if you're interested in a particular snake or a particular combo and you need help, or you want help on how to get there or what to do to produce it, then that's also going to be included as well in some of the tiers. So I hope you understand why I'm doing this, guys. Like I said, you know, the Patreon is the best platform, I feel, for this, to help people. Also, as you guys know, I do the Balls to You meetings. As soon as this lockdown is pretty much sorted, then they're going to kick back off again. As soon as travel is available, then I'm hoping to get over to America and Canada again, and Europe. But I also want some of those people to come over here, like Ozzy and Billy want to come over here, and I've mentioned to them about coming over. You know, Miguel from Always Evolving Pythons, Joel, State 48 Exotics, Brian Cusco, or Cusco? I'm only joking. From Triple B, I've invited him over. He wants to come over. There's so many good people out there. KB Reptiles from Canada, I want them to come over. There's so many people I want to come over for them to come and see and meet you guys. That also within the Patreon, what I've decided to do is do some exclusive VIP type passes to the Balls to You meetings, which will obviously be held here at my home and at the HQ, almost like a little personal get together, barbecue, few beers, few drinks, all the food paid for, drinks, whatever. There's going to be stuff on the Patreon like free t-shirts, all sorts. I have set it up. It is live now. I will put the link in the description box below, or I'll try and put it on the screen. Feel free, have a look, go over. You don't have to, there's no obligation whatsoever. And if you do it for a month and then you come out of it, that's fine, no issues. I just feel that, if I was to go out with one of you for a coffee, the chances are either I'd buy you a coffee or you'd buy me a coffee, or we'd go out for some food and talk about stuff. And, that's basically where it's at. It's not expensive. I'm not trying to earn a living out of this. To the point where I've actually limited how many people can be on a tier or on the Patreon. So it's not about me earning a living out of it. It's more about supporting me and helping me to help you guys move forward better, safer, and get to where your dream wants to be, whether it be breeding snakes for a living or whether it be just a hobby. Okay, so I hope you understand why I'm doing this, guys. I'd love and respect you all. I'd love you all to put comments in the comment boxes below. And again, if you feel you want to go over and check out the Patreon, go over and check it out. I welcome you all. It is work in progress, like I said. It will get better. There's more things being added. Every day I'm adding pictures and stuff like that, or I will be. I've already added one. So, but I want you guys to check it out. Let me know your thoughts. And again, this platform, I feel, is, it's to help you guys succeed. Simple. All right. So, hope you're all well. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.